Okay, so this is part 2 of a discussion on the sport of obedience and what ideas I have to try and save it. And honestly, I don't have the ideas. I still want to talk about something. And the barrier of entry that I see is not the skill training, not the stylized way of teaching heel, which yes, does take forever, but I see it as the trial prep skills required. Because we're talking a minimum of 3 minutes without a cookie in novice. And let's be honest, that most teams out there, they're not looking great, and they are going to 5 to 6 minutes in the novice ring. So 5 minutes without a reward. Let's make it 4 minutes and make it a novice, right? Compare that to 1 minute in agility, and those where you even have rewards on your body. So duration is the first thing I want to do, and I want to cut it in half. Number 2 I want to change is talking to our dogs. So we can't talk to our dogs, and that is seen as really scary for a lot of people. Even when I'm looking at the people doing rally, right, where talking is allowed, very few of them make that jump over to obedience. They go to do rally, they stay in rally, they don't come back to obedience. And I think for a lot of them is that huge mental leap to knowing they can't talk to their dogs. And it's not even so much that rule itself as the atmosphere it creates. Obedience can be so deadly quiet, and I want more noise, I want more joy. And I think that culture really scares people. I like how CDSP does it now with they allow praise at any time. However, if your dog is out of position and you are saying something to your dog, they see it as an extra cue. And that's mainly so that they don't have to try and judge what is praise and what is a cue in that moment. Basically, if the dog is doing the thing, then you're talking to them, it's just seen as praise. And if they're not doing the thing, then you're giving them a cue. And I honestly don't see it leading to massive chatting in that organization. I see occasional quiet praise and more relaxed handlers. So I vote for half the time in the ring at the first 2 levels. And honestly, I would have talking at all levels, at least during the healing point. And then as for skills, I think that's really tough. And right now there's no real stepping stone to the next level. I think it would be personally way more fun to get some little pieces into a lower level, so that would involve more movement for the dog, because novice is mainly about stays and about control of being next to you and less about the go part. So I think a cone stem would be really nice, or at least just recall over a jump. I'd get rid of group stays completely because I think a lot of people are really hesitant about it, even though it's a lot safer now than it was before. Dogs can be in both sides and behind them, and a lot of people are very worried about that, right, with dogs who you don't know. But my vote would be beginner novice, 1 short healing pattern, recall over a low jump, and maybe position changes in heel. Novice, a normal healing pattern, ascend to a cone, maybe moving down from heel to prep for drop and recall, and then a boring set stick at your leash is fine. Honestly, if I have full control, I would completely tear it apart, and I would do it more like team obedience. Team is an online titling program where it's about breaking down exercise in small pieces, and so I would bring out a pivot bow and have people, can they do a pivot on their perch in the ring and stuff like that. But I think that'd be hard to get people to buy into.